Hello! Welcome to Grief Resilience. Tonight we are going to be doing one of my favorite topics. We're going to be talking about essential oils. So I'm really excited about this video as always. So when you guys join, say hi. If you're catching the replay, type replay. We'll have to give everyone a few minutes to jump on, and let me get this up.
Hi! How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. I'm going to swipe the comments so that I can see it on my computer. Perfect. I'm so excited for tonight.
Me too. I could talk about oils all day.
I feel the same way.
I love it. Let me see.
Okay. I'm making sure I can see, just in case anybody has any questions, because I know that we're going to be going over like a couple different things tonight.
Yeah. So. There's all the topics, a lot of topics.
All the topics. Right?
Jump on. Hopefully they'll say hi. I want to make sure I can see my comments, because sometimes my phone glitches. So if you guys are here, say hi so I know I can catch the comments. Facebook does this weird thing. Sometimes I can't see them, so.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think
I'm so excited. I have my oils next to me.
Yes, I have a bunch of them over here too, so I can grab them.
I know, and I keep knocking them over on accident. I'm like, oh my gosh, my poor oils right now.
Yeah. I almost put them in alphabetical order so I could find them quicker, and then I was like, that's a little crazy. That's not necessary.
Oh, that's so funny.
I know. I love it.
Oh, so, hey, Kelly.
Are you diffusing right now?
So I'm not diffusing, but I have my roll-ons, which I'm going to talk about.
I am diffusing. I have lavender and tangerine going.
Oh, yum.
I know those two kinds like are opposites, but I do it on purpose.
Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like it smells good too.
Yeah. Hi guys. Okay, we can see the comments. So yeah,
okay, cool.
I think we're good.
Beautiful. Yeah. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm ready. So, do you want to start with like what are essential oils, or do you want me to start, or?
You can go ahead and start. I'll go after you.
Wait, let's back up. Do you want to introduce yourself to the group, because here don't know you?
Right, of course. We're like everybody already knows. I'm Hannah. I'm actually a transformational business coach, but I've been using essential oils for around 4 or 5 years now, and I just love them. I love the way that they make me feel. I love the way that they make my emotions feel too. Hey Terry, they've been really, really beneficial to me in my life, and with my anxiety and my depression and my grieving and pretty much everything. It's just a beautiful thing to have in your back pocket whenever you need to grab something.
I love that. Okay, so then maybe for people who don't know what essential oils are, we can start there.
Okay, so essential oils, they're just pretty much everything is different. So, and then they use I don't know how to explain it. They really use the chemical balance, and I want to say they make it smaller. Yeah. They condense it really, really small. So then you have this beautiful oil that is really condensed and super potent and powerful. So one drop goes a very far way. Hey, Sandra.
Hey. Yeah. And so the only thing that I would add to that is when I first heard about essential oils, I knew that they could help with like the physical things, because my mother actually used to use them. So like, for example, if we got a physical burn, like from the stove, she would put eucalyptus on us. And so like they have properties to heal physically, but I recently have learned that they can heal you emotionally as well. And changed my world.
Yeah, absolutely. The emotional healing too. Because I actually do. You're totally right. You can use it externally, internally. You can use it however you want for your emotions too. So some people take them, some people don't, but you can use these so many different ways. Yeah. I can go into, so I actually use them in the bathtub, if you want me to go into that right now. I wanted to tell you guys bathtub tips, because sometimes we get excited and we want to just pour the oils into the bathtub. We're like, oh yes, a beautiful oily bath. Well, we know the oil and water do not mix. So you have to mix the oil with something first, whether carrier oil or Epsom salt or some kind of salt. So I actually have a list of carrier oils too, if you want me to talk
Yeah.
about those, just so you have an option. I personally use coconut oil. I literally get it from the grocery store, right? The cooking aisle. It's unrefined organic coconut oil, and it's wonderful, super moisturizing, and I have very sensitive skin, and it doesn't bother me at all. So I love coconut oil. That's typically the number one, but you can also use olive oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, argan oil, avocado oil, and grapeseed oil. So depending on if you have allergies or anything like that, there's tons of different options.
Yeah. And I just use fractioned coconut oil. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that one too. But I think
Yeah.
maybe I want to switch to the regular coconut oil. I don't know why I go out of my way to buy this special stuff. It's silly.
It, it is, but you know what? I do the mixes that I get from just doTERRA, and I think all mixes from all essential oil companies, they have most carrier oils are already in there. Especially if it's a roller, they'll have it in there because typically you don't want to apply essential oils directly to the skin, especially hot essential oils. There's ones that are hot, like peppermint, and you never want to apply peppermint directly to the skin because you can actually burn yourself. So you
Yeah.
want to be very, very careful. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah. And definitely if you buy oils and they don't have blended rollers, I make my own. Like you can buy these little bottles on Amazon and it's a roller and I just
So
put like a
cute.
couple drops of the oil in and I fill it up with the coconut oil and I make
Hmm.
my own. So
Beautiful. I know. See, that's perfect. And so then you can mix the ones that you want because
yeah.
sometimes I just want a couple, like 2 oils mixed together instead of a whole because some of the mixes are like 6, 7 oils, which is a lot.
Yeah. And like on top of that, like I don't label them and like so I have a bunch of these over my house and I'm like, I don't know which one this is. Like so I
Right.
figure out a way to label them.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So bathtub tips. Sorry, I got
That's
mixed up with my my carrier oils. So bathtubs, you want to make sure that the bathtub is off too. So you don't want it to be too hot because if it's really, really hot, you can change the chemical balance of the oil. So that's something that I didn't even know until just recently. So I was like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this all wrong. You wait until you're in the bath, you turn off the water, you wait a couple minutes, and then you put your salt or your oil into the water and mix it. And that's how you get the most benefits. Yeah.
And the hottest bath in the world. So I guess I would have to compromise a little bit.
Yeah, or wait till like mid bath and then put it in.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, so I know, I didn't know that. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, oh, and some to avoid in the bathtub because of course we know that you're in the bathtub, so you need to be careful what you're putting in there with your body. Don't put hot oils, don't put spearmint, don't put peppermint, don't put oregano, don't put like clove or cassia. You don't want to put anything that's hot.
Yeah.
Just because you're naked. So.
Yeah. Good tip.
Right? I know. So
like
some good ones, not all bad. Some good ones are lavender, frankincense. You can do lemongrass, chamomile, and rose is a really, really good one too.
Yeah. I was just going to ask. That was going to be my next question. So which one
Sorry.
do you use? No, but you already answered. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I wouldn't have even thought. I feel like that should be like a public service announcement. Don't use hot oils in your bathtub because you're naked. Like
I know. I figured I should say that because sometimes we don't know. You're like, I'm so excited. I'm gonna put all these oils in my bathtub, and then you get in and you're like, this is not good. This is not good.
That is the thing ever.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes, I love it. Yeah,
okay.
So I think we can maybe get into like some of the specific uses and like oils that we like to use.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go? Go ahead. I've been talking for a hot minute. So
Some of my go-to is lavender for sleep. Obviously, that's a huge one, especially like with grief. And then I say like breathe or like peppermint or something minty, like when you're having like those like really deep grief days where you can't stop crying. I rub it on my hands and I just sit there and breathe for a minute. The minty ones really help me like calm down for a second and like group. So those two are like my main like base ones that I always go to. And then I actually recently created a roller ball that I am loving. And so I want to like tell you guys all about it.
Yeah.
So tangerine is it's really good. It's very cheerful. So like you guys always see me in such a positive mood. I'm probably diffusing tangerine almost every time. um, but like so tangerine's really good for lifting really dark moods. So when you put it in, that just brings a little bit of cheer for you. And then so eucalyptus, I use this a lot physically because it has anti-inflammatory properties. So when you use it physically, that's good. But emotionally, I had no idea that it lifts the need to feel like sometimes when you're in your grief and you just want to stay in your grief and you want to be stuck in your grief and you want to like, I just want to punish myself and feel this. Like eucalyptus gets rid of that emotional need to want to feel stuck and want to stay sick and stay upset. So I had no idea. That was a game changer for me. And then molecula is good for setting boundaries, like emotionally setting boundaries and like kind of allowing yourself to let go of the negative energy that we kind of hold on to in grief. And for me in grief, I had a huge problem with like saying yes to everybody and everything because I just like felt like I had to because like other people are grieving. I'm not the only one grieving. So like that was really, really awesome for me to like check that out. And then I would say, and I put breathe in it as well. And that's back to the calming, like grounding yourself and like slowing down and like meditating for a minute, breathe. But if you guys don't have doTERRA, you can use peppermint. So I use peppermint sometimes as well for that.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
That's my newest roller ball.
That's so cool. I need to make my own roller ball. I need to buy some rollers off Amazon. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I spent $7 and I got like 6 roller balls, a little dropper, and like a key tag to pop off the plastic top.
So because for our nails. I totally get that. Yeah, no, that's a hot mess sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm really excited. I'm going to talk a little bit about mine, and most of mine are blends. So I'm going to use my book just to tell you guys exactly what's in it. So just in case you don't use doTERRA, you can still have the benefits of the oils. Yeah. So one of my favorites is Balance. Balance is literally like my go-to oil every single day. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I'm wanting, it really gives you some inner strength is what I found. Helps you stay focused too. It's a really beautiful oil. And so it actually has spruce, which spruce is a very masculine oil anyways, and frankincense, blue tansy, and hoe wood. So this is a gorgeous blend. I love blue tansy anyways. It smells really good too. So that's like my favorite. Yes, it saves me from panic attacks. So with my anxiety, because I have very, very bad anxiety, this is one that I use daily. This one and Serenity. So Serenity is another gorgeous blend. This is really good for anxiety as well. Let me get in here and I'll tell you what's in here because there's some lavender, cedarwood, ylang ylang, madrum, and chamomile, and vetiver. Vetiver is really good for sleep. This Serenity is like all calming. Like the moment that you put it on your body, like I immediately feel better. I feel like I have less stress. I'm restless. Like if I'm feeling restless, I use this. I put it all over my body. The best places too, because you're allowed to put the oils pretty much. You can put them wherever you want. But most of the time, I typically put it on my neck and on my wrists. But you can put it behind your ears. You can go ahead.
Do you put it on the back of your neck or on like the front?
Yep. So you can put it on either. Serenity, I put it on the back of my neck, like the nape of my neck, behind my ears, and on my wrists. But I also put oils on my feet a lot, just because that's like a direct bloodstream. And it just depends on what oil it is too. Like I also have Forgive. This is another blend. So like this is for people who hold on to like guilt, and if you're holding on to things and you're kind of upset with other people too, because I know that's part of the grieving process. It is. Like I totally have been there. And so it teaches you that everybody's growing together. Everyone's learning together. Like this is a very, very cool oil if you're feeling like you need help becoming more understanding.
Yeah.
So in here is spruce, bergamot, juniper berry, myrrh, and Nootka, which I've never heard of, but Nootka, just in case you want to create this. But you can probably make it with spruce, bergamot, and juniper berry, and myrrh. It's a very masculine smell. It's very earthy.
Interesting.
So it's kind of grounding. Not a great one to have somebody come and smell you, because it smells a little earthy. But,
hey, maybe
but this
for a hike and you just need to roll some on and blend in.
yes, not if you're going to bed, like not if you're smelling yourself, like, because it's very earthy. So this one, you can put it on your heart. So that's where they recommend to put it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, love that one. And then I
Yeah.
also have another one. It's a little bit different. It's very feminine. It's actually the woman's blend, and it's called Whisper. And so in here, this is my favorite oil in the whole world. Has patchouli, bergamot, sandalwood, rose, vanilla, jasmine, and cinnamon. So it's a very like sweet smelling oil. It's really good for feminine energy. So that doesn't mean just women. That means for anybody who's trying to get more in touch with like their spirituality or gentleness. That's a really good one too. Yes, Terry, I use Whisper as a perfume too. It is very strong. So if you don't love the smell of like patchouli, you might want to really, really use carrier oil. I like it, but some people do not. But it's also good. This is actually a really cool one. So if you're I don't want to say if you're arguing, but if you have a strain or separation or a loss with like your mother or a womanly figure, this is a really wonderful oil for you. So just because it has that femininity. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I love those. That's awesome.
Yeah. Right? I know.
We did have some questions.
Oil. Yes.
Yeah. And so if I don't have the answer for the questions, guys, like I will look them up and get back to you. So we'll see if Hannah and I have, sorry, my finger's in the way. There was one about for allergies.
Yeah.
Do you know for allergies?
Let me see here. Honestly, it will depend on what kind of allergies. Just because depending on if it's tree or if it's just depends. If it's seasonal allergies too, honestly, we probably do. There probably is an oil. So even if I can't find it now, there is an answer for you.
Let us know, Sharon,
depression
and we'll get
grief.
back to you after the live.
Yeah, depression and grief though. We definitely have oils for that.
Yeah.
For depression.
Okay, so depression.
You can do.
Bergamot is really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I don't. For depression besides like I try to go for uplifting ones or soothing ones. So like lavender is really soothing, and I try to go that direction.
Mm-hmm. Ylang ylang, peppermint too, Siberian fir, and breathe. Those are the ones that I have for depression. Breathe is just good all around. I think that's one that we've recommended multiple times. I love breathe it's a very good one to calm yourself down. It's that peppermint. It really uplifts you.
Definitely. I love it. Let's see if anyone else has questions about specifics, let us know.
Yeah.
Comment and we'll see if we we don't have them, we can always get them for you guys.
Mm-hmm. And so so more places you can put essential oils. I forgot to mention a couple. Just the base of your spine, your solar plexus, so right above your stomach, and the nape of your neck, behind your ears, your wrists, and bottom of your feet. Those are my favorite places to put them.
Yeah.
I also put them on the...
Sorry.
I put it on the top of my head too. That's it. That was my last one. I know that's weird.
I have a problem question with that. Will it make my hair look dirty?
So I use only one drop, and I only do it if I know that I'm taking a shower the next day. Like if I'm doing yoga and I really want to be in a meditative state, like if I want to use, I'll use like peace, and I'll put it on, I literally will rub it on my, like right here, but knowing that I'm going to take a shower, because yes, it will, it's oil. So it'll definitely make you have oily hair.
Yeah.
Kelly, yes. So if you have joint pain, Deep Blue, we have an oil called Deep Blue. It's really, really good. I can tell you what's in it too, so that you know. I know that it's a peppermint base. It's wonderful though. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Deep Blue?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I have no idea what's in it, but it's on my list to order, and I want the Deep Blue rub too.
It's like peppermint. Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you guys because it's really good.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to order more oils after this video, because there's been some that's been on my list, and now we've talked about them again, and I'm like, I need those.
Yes. Okay, so wintergreen, peppermint, ylang ylang, and blue tansy. So is generally used for physical pain. And there's camphor in it too, which I don't know what is. I think it's an oil, but I don't think that we sell it separately. So I'm not sure if other essential oils companies do, but they might. But it's a really big mix of like wintergreen, peppermint, and that blue tansy is amazing.
Awesome. So Joan says, where do I order? So you can, if you want doTERRA specifically, we put our links in the description of this video, so you can order from either of us. Or you can, if you have a brand of essential oils you like already, you can order from anybody, and some grocery stores even sell them. The only recommendation I have is to look into it a little bit and make sure that you're buying a good brand. And I say that because we talk about that this is the oil from a plant, and then it's put in a jar. And so if you're buying a watered down version, you're not going to get the benefits as much, because you really do need something potent so that it works correctly. So that's my recommendation there.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that it's not aromatic. You want to make sure that it's a pure essential oil, because you're putting it on your skin. So if you get it from the grocery store or like another store or health store or anything like that, just make sure that it's not one that is scent based, but is true oil. That's the only recommendation, because those scent ones are not good for your skin.
Agreed. Second.
Okay, have allergies like lavender. Most aromas given me also have very sensitive sinus to strong aromas. Essential oils are very strong, but the great thing about diffusing is that you have the opportunity to really dilute it down. So if you want to just put one drop and have the rest filled with water, it'll be a very light scent in the beginning to see if it is causing you allergies like lavender, because that we don't want that to happen. We definitely don't like that.
No.
Yeah. No. But I can agree, they are very strong sometimes. My husband, when I put them on after my bath or after my shower, he's like, I can smell them from like, he's in the kitchen, I'm in the bathroom, so.
That's awesome. I like diffuse in my room, and I like diffuse strong. And my dad will be like in the kitchen, which is like 2 rooms away, and he's like, I smell your oils.
Good, they're helping you.
I think. Good, it's you too.
Yeah, right? So it's a benefit for all of us.
Yes, I'm helping him out.
Yeah.
So Matt just said, really interesting, he said, when I use mine at night, it gives me great dreams. So I would love to know, Matt, if those are also visitation dreams that you can get, and what oils are you using? Because I think we have some people here that might
using. Tell us.
That's cool. Good stuff.
Because I love that. The only oil that I use at night for sleeping is vetiver.
Sorry, I had just asked if you you liked dreaming.
Oh, yeah, yes, I love to dream, but I dream more when I use vetiver. So I put vetiver, which is one of the oils that we have, on my feet, and it's crazy sometimes. Like, I used to never dream, like, or I would just wake up and forget them. Of course you dream, but I just would never remember, like the recollection wasn't there. But when I use vetiver, I sleep through the night and I remember my dreams every time.
That's awesome.
Right? I know, it's the power of oils, man. It's like, they're crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. So Sharon says, what do you mean by diffuse? So diffusing is when you order this little machine doohickey thing, you know, you order a diffuser and you plug it into an outlet and you fill it up with water. And then you just put a drop or a couple of drops, however much you want, in, and it creates a mist, and the oil is diffused through the mist. So the oil is not so strong and the aroma fills the room. So that's what diffusing is, if anyone doesn't know. And so Matt's oils is he uses lavender and lemon. That's interesting.
Ooh, yes. That's
Yes.
nice.
That sounds good.
That does sound good. I
Oh,
need to
and
buy
there's
more
one
lemongrass.
yeah, me too. There's one more thing I wanted to include. I did not buy oils for over a year and I had wanted them. And I want to tell everybody this story because I feel like hopefully this will help somebody else who is in my shoes. So I didn't buy oils because I knew there were so many oils and I didn't know what any of them did. And I was just so overwhelmed. And I was like, I don't have time to study this and figure out what I should invest in. And so instead, I got a budget. I said, this is how much I'm willing to spend. And I went on instinct. I said, this one sounds good. That one sounds cool. And like, I made a list of the ones I was interested in. And then I did a quick reference check on doTERRA and like looked at what they were for and like read the info about it. And I was like, that sounds great. I need that. So don't wait a year before you buy oils. Your instinct will tell you what you need. And I promise you can figure it out. Or you can always message Hannah and I, and we can make recommendations and we can help you guys out. So don't not purchase oils because you're afraid like of buying the wrong things. So
yes, exactly. And so I know that we both have this beautiful emotional essential oil book. And so if anybody does have questions, please let us know, because we can, if you're looking for something for a specific feeling or emotion, we probably have the answer for you and we can give you some oil recommendations. So, which I love, because I didn't know that was possible in the beginning. I didn't know the emotional healing was a possibility. And so now that I know that, I'm like, I use it for everything.
Yeah, definitely. And so I did want to say too, you guys can ask us questions, and if you don't buy from me, I won't be offended. I'm just like an oils nerd, and I love oil. So like just because you ask me questions, I don't expect you to purchase from me. I just want to help other people out because they're amazing. So yeah, and so Sharon, you can get a diffuser from the same place. Sorry, the stupid lag.
No, I was saying the same thing as you. We're both like, yeah, you can get a diffuser wherever you want. Walmart, wherever, Target, no matter where you want. It doesn't matter. An easy way to clean it is if you you just put alcohol on a Q-tip and you just wipe out the bottom just to keep it clean.
Awesome.
That's it. Yes. You can use that on any of them because it's plastic. So the oil, it can sometimes corrode it. So you want to clean it.
Amazing. Good tips.
Right? I know, little things that you just don't even think about. Cleaning your diffuser. You don't even have to do it that often. I do it like maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. So, I'm so glad that we went over all this.
I know. I feel like I need to go oil shopping now. This video might not have been a good idea.
You know what's so funny is I'm reading through these. Like, I need I can't even say it. Ylang ylang. I hope I'm saying that right. You guys don't say that like I'm saying it, just in case it's wrong. I need geranium. I need blue tansy too. Like I have so many that I need to go and get right now. Rose too. That's like the highest spiritual oil. That's my favorite here. Yes. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Kelly. Sorry.
Yeah. I just say lang lang and just leave the Y off.
Lang lang.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe the Y's are silent. I think that's where it's tripping me up, is the Y's.
You know what though? I think so. I don't know. Say it either way. Tomato, tomato, right?
Yeah. Either way. Yeah. Right. That's so funny.
Love it. Yeah. So I think that's most of the things I had to share. Did you have anything else on your list?
I do. Okay, so I'll share 2 more just because they're sitting next to me, like literally at my desk. I love Citrus Bliss. This one's really, really good. I love all citrus oils though too, just because they're so energizing and motivating too. They're, let me look this one up so that you guys can make it at home, because it's really good. I think it has tangerine in it. We'll see. We'll test myself. Mm-hmm. And then I also have another one too. It's called Passion, and it is beautiful. It's an inspiring blend is what they call it. Oh, when I'm working like my business and stuff like that, it's fantastic. Oh, yes, Joan, I can. I definitely will put that in the comments for you. Vetiver. I know that's a weird word to spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so Invigorate Blend. This is the Citrus Bliss. It has wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, and tangerine. So it's like all the citruses put together. Really, really beautiful. Smells like a straight orange. So good. And then this, the Passion Inspiring Blend. This one is cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, sandalwood, and jasmine. So this one's for risk-taking, vitality, inspired, and it helps you if you're feeling like, if you're in self-denial, if you're duty-bound, if you're too serious, or if you're a workaholic. So like me, I'm an ex-workaholic. So this is my favorite blend, to sit and remind yourself to enjoy the work that you're doing and that you don't have to work forever.
I love that. I need that in my life.
Yeah, I saw, just like you said, when you intuitively pick the oils, that's exactly what I do. When I go on the website, I just scroll and I'm like, this looks good, this looks good, this looks good. And then I go check and see what they actually are for. And of course, every time I'm like, I need this.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever been like, nah, I don't need that one.
I know. I've never been like, no, we'll take that out. No, I get all of them. I get the whole list. That's so funny. Here, let me give you that name. Yeah, and that's it. Those are the two that I keep by my desk, by my computer for when I'm working. Beautiful. I'm going to type this for her for Vetiver, just so she can have that sleep oil. And let us know if you have any more questions, because I'm happy to answer them from this little book.
Yes. Yep. And emotional questions, physical questions, like we can look up both of them. So.
Mm-hmm. Which I love. If you're feeling, we can look up the negative emotion and the positive emotion that you want to be feeling. So.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. Vetiver.
Perfect. All right. So I am so grateful to you for coming in.
Oh,
sharing all of your oils.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you had me. This was so much fun. I love oils, so anytime.
Yay! All right. Well, thank you so much, and we'll definitely be talking to you soon.
Yes, please. Yes, thanks so much. Bye, you guys. It was so nice to meet you guys.
Bye.